right, hot coffee procured, some sugary goodness also in the bag, and no, dear, I have not had any of the donuts. Doing a new diet. I've been kind of diagnosed with a little bit of a family kind of high cholesterol something or other, so I'm trying to drop a few pounds, and so far so good. It seems to be working, and I'm not the best diet guy, so at least I got coffee, and I may have one of the little donut holes, but maybe not. So been doing good so far. But we were talking about bumper hitch or gooseneck, and it kind of comes down to, my preference is a bumper pull type of unit versus a gooseneck. Maybe it's just I'm a little bit more confident in my driving abilities with the bumper pull. It's what I grew up on. But I will say, if I'm pulling a heavy load for any kind of a distance, the gooseneck pulls a whole lot better. So it just depends on, you know, the use and the application on your end and what you want to get into. But we can put, you know, the gooseneck on either model, the open road or the dump trailer. And if we do the gooseneck, we often do it with that operator station up on top. You saw that on that big Bertha trailer that we had here, that AM 820 24 2200. I forget what it was. We've had so many trailers come through, but anyway, it was the really big one. But we can do that. We can even do that on a bumper pull, but it's just a little bit easier to do on the gooseneck, because there's really nowhere to stand if you have a gooseneck. So kind of gives you that top-down, you know, look into it. But yeah, the dump trailers, we can do them as a low-profile trailer with like the fenders on the outside. So it's like a 6-foot wide, you know, type of box. We did one for a guy out in Iowa, I believe is where it went, and it was an AM, which is a designation for dump trailer. Don't ask, it's just what it is. AM 612 1000, and what that all means, it was 6 feet wide, 12 feet long, and 10,000 pounds. I believe we did that one with the JMS 130. And what the 130 stands for is 13 feet worth of reach from the center of the trailer out. And I think we did that trailer with shipping, and it came in right around like $25,000, $25,500, somewhere in there. So, I mean, you know, go price a decent dump trailer. It's a hefty piece of money. And then, you know, imagine like a mini excavator or something with a 13-foot boom that's still going to pick up, you know, 1,900 to 2,100 pounds. So it's, you know, a little bit of economy of scale. There is a lot of steel, a lot of engineering that goes into these things. It's not just a, you know, a cheap, chintzy little $9,000 trailer. They're built to work, and they're built to last. Then we get into the deck over dump style trailer. You know, we threw the one video out there. It's the AM 714 1400. Again, that's 7 feet wide, 14 feet long, 14,000 pounds. And that unit, we can either do a 155 loader, which is 15 feet worth of reach, or a 170, and that's 17 feet worth of reach. It seems the tree guys like the longer reach because there's more opportunity to move around and pick up piles. The sawmill guys seem to like the 155 because it's stronger. It's basically the same boom as the 170, just a little bit shorter. So through the geometry of the booms and everything, it'll pick up more weight. It's like 2,600 pounds versus like 2,100 pounds. So the other piece, because we use the actual trailers themselves, I try to marry up the right length boom with the right length trailer. And it seems if you have a 14-foot trailer, either that 15-foot reach or the 17-foot reach works well, because it's mounted like 2 feet ahead of the dump body. So you're losing 2 feet by the time you try to scratch the taillights. So like that 155 will nest really nice in a 14-foot body, And then we came up with that rear nest idea that was on the popular video dump trailer one, where it'll put the grapple outside of the body, and that works out really nice for the firewood guys, so you can get a good amount of firewood in the trailer itself, nest the grapple outside the back. That way it's 100% firewood, and you're still keeping, you know, the boom plenty low for going through town. So that's been a really nice add. The next one up is a AM716-1600, which is 7 feet wide, 16 feet long, and 16,000 pounds. And with that trailer, we can either run the 170, and that'll nest inside, you know, the 16-foot body, or the 190. And again, we can do that with the rear nest and get the grapple outside of the body with that one. The 190 is night and day difference over the 170. We ran that 170 loader for probably 2 years on 2 or 3 different trailers at the property, and then it was about this time, February 2020, when we got in the trailer that I'm towing here now. It's that galvanized and black one with the wooden deck to it, and that 190 is just amazing. It'll pick up 3,000 pounds at half reach and 2,100 pounds at full extension. That 2,100 pounds was what my 170 was maxed out doing at the half reach mark. I mean, I'll use this trailer as a landing loader between the log pile and the processor. There's that 833 splitter number ringing again, and I'm doing a video, so I'll call them back. But yeah, I'll set the trailer between the processor and the log pile and just use it to shuttle, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 firewood diameter sized logs onto the live deck. It's just a really amazing tool. We've used it for everything from unloading, you know, the Halverson wood processors. They weigh, you know, again, 1,700 pounds. We've moved large landscape boulders. We've taken it off on, you know, a recycling cleanup job type of thing, where it was just moving pipe. I normally would have to move an excavator or a skid steer, but we just did it, you know, as a one and done with the trailer, and was able to accomplish that. All of the dump trailers come with a standard 24-inch solid side, and then we add on that 24 inches worth of mesh. The red trailer that we have, you know, we've shot some video on, that's 36 inches worth of, you know, standard solid sides or upgraded sides, and then did the mesh for a 5-foot height. You know, the customer that we're going to go visit here now with this trailer, you know, the one they want to build is going to have, like, I think either 6-foot or 7-foot high sides on it. Just a lot of debris. You know, they're probably going to put a wood line, you know, across the bottom for the log rounds and stuff, and then have, you know, just the tree tops and things up on the top end of it. But I mean, really, we build the trailer to meet your needs, whether it's a big storm cleanup trailer, you know, 24 feet long, 4-foot sides, 8-foot high sides. You know, just the sky's really the limit, and that's why I like having the phone conversations about the trailers, because there's not like one set price list that we have. I kind of have the different things in my brain as far as, you know, a ballpark number on some things, but when it comes down to actual price, we got to talk, and then I'll design something up, quote it, and then, you know, we can go from there. So we're getting really close to my end destination here, so I'm going to call this one a wrap. And again, I am AJ Shaver with Shaver Sales. Really appreciate you guys watching the channel. Don't forget to hit the like or subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the things that we have going on. I do promise some big things here coming up. We have a new brute force splitter or processor coming in, and very excited about that. But I can see my destination, so I'm going to end it here. Give us a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. You can also email me. It's sales@shaverequipment.com.